And this guy, now this is the cherry on top. This dude has been kicked out of 3 other police stations.
Wow, I didn't know that.
3 other police stations. He just got a job at this one because his brother lost somebody working there.
You know something? Usually when episodes like this happen, it tends to happen to someone who has been through a few different departments or had a trouble over here. Or he's already had 15 complaints or some like that. So is it that desperate to need policing to go ahead and hire someone who has already had some kind of past?
That's what I'm saying, man. We can't keep allowing these same mistakes to go. And it's like, what I'm saying is this shouldn't just be him in trouble. Whoever okayed him to come over there need to be held accountable too. There need to be some people losing their jobs, dog, because I'm sick of this right here. This is crazy, man. You just executed this woman. And the thing is, you know, we can't have this mind state of, oh, well, it's not my family member, it's not that. Okay, so when it's yours, what we go do then? We got to start really, man, making people, you want our vote? If you want our vote, if you want Black America's vote, you go start taking the hard line stands on shit like this. You go start getting reparations in order to pay for all the bullshit you don't did for the last 400, 500 years. Seriously. We need to hold people accountable, dog. It's like I'm so sick of, well, we need to vote for this person. We need to vote, not vote for nobody until they start doing something. Does somebody show some action?
That's every year, though. Every 4 years, man.
And there need to be you know what I was going to say?
We do this. They do this every 4 years, man. And for the average motherfucker like you and me, or like, I don't know, besides you making a little money and they giving you a break on some shit like that because you in their class and making money, but as an average motherfucker, nothing is beneficial. And people always saying, yeah, know you're this and know you're this and know you're city person and know you're this and you know you're, and there's still crap going on. You know, when does it really change for the average motherfucker who they really begging for their vote? And really, it really don't matter because our shit don't count.
Yeah, it really ain't gonna change until
when they voting, when you electing a president, your shit don't count.
You know, I gotta ask you, man. You coming up, like, because when you got with Pac, you was real young. Because me and Bigg Steele was good friends, and he used to tell me, man, them dudes was little kids. They couldn't even get in the club half the time.
That's facts.
You know, so you being with a dude that was political, as he was, do you think it's a void in music? Do you think politics has a voice in hip-hop anymore? Or could have a voice in hip-hop? Because to me, Tupac, as much as I like the gangster stuff, he was a political rapper. Y'all made a political statement.
I mean, you know, it's definitely missing in what's popular. You know, it's still there. It's still cats out there that's, you know, speaking up, you know, and saying what needs to be said and all of that. That's never left hip-hop. Political hip-hop, conscious, whatever you want to call it, it never left. It just left from being popular. At one time, and Eiht can attest to this, it was popular. You did have major rappers like Public Enemy, you know what I'm saying, and even NWA and Poor Righteous Teachers that was actually talking about what's going on and speaking truth to power, but it ain't popular no more. It ain't in.
Yeah, this generation, and like I said, it's hard to just say it because of the youngsters, because I was in a different mind state when I was 17, 18, you get me? It takes maturity, it takes growing up, it takes going through hard times, along with happy shit, but it takes you a while to grow up and see shit that, you know, other motherfuckers can really, like Pac could really see, or Public Enemy could really see. A lot of niggas didn't focus on that shit because I'm in the hood every day, and that's what my struggle is. I understand what Chuck D is saying and fight the power and all that shit, but nigga, I'm in the hood dodging bullets from the niggas. You feel me? I'm stuck in poverty with the niggas. You get me? The motherfucking the president ain't man. He ain't over here, with nigga over here. He ain't in the car with them niggas trying to bust on me. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with I'm dealing with my reality of where I'm from. Like, if I was living somewhere else, it might be different. I might be talking about voting and politics as a young.
I don't even think it's so much more of that. Hey, we just need somebody that's a voice for this stuff without being preachy.
But what's the benefit? What's the benefit of that? Because when you do expose yourself and you do stand out as a leader and the people elect you as a leader, now you got a target on your back. Every time we did have a leader, what ended up happening to him? And so for these youngsters, they looking at it like, man, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do that, what's waiting for me? I'm gonna just go ahead and get my money and do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to change my own world over here, and I can't worry about everybody else. It's more of a me attitude instead of a we attitude. And as political as Pac was and as conscious as he was, he still got caught up in nigga too. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality of it is this is who we surround ourselves with. This is who we around.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
around
100%.
us. It's not like he wasn't the type of dude that was gonna be like, okay, I got mines and now I'm over here now. That just wasn't in him. You know what I'm saying? He was raised to be with the people and for the people. And so it's like a catch-22. It's like I'm famous, I'm rich, I know what's right, but at the same time, I'm not that guy that's gonna go move to Brentwood and get my house and get my chips and just worry about me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And he did everything that you could do really to make yourself legendary. He shot a policeman in the ass, shot a cop in the ass that was messing with another brother on the side of the road. He successfully sued them police officers up in Marin. Mm-hmm. So it was like he was almost like considered at one point like a myth. Like, man, this dude out here rapping and shooting cops in the ass and stuff and just
that like nigga wasn't even like, damn,
yeah.
You get me? And got away with
it.
Yeah.
When he could easily been like, you see a brother in distress and you could, he Tupac, he could have went on the way and just did whatever, but no, I'm pulling over.
Yeah.
They messing with this brother and dumping.
Nah, I can't just go up in my room and kick in and fuck with, women and after a show. We had just did a show at Clark, Atlanta.
So you was out there with him when that happened?
Yeah.
You was in the car. Walk me through that real quick, dog.
I mean, like I said, he had a show at Clark, big old show, bunch of people on the bill. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just got finished rocking. Okay, got his bread. We out. We going back to the room. It's not like we caravan. It's about 10, 15 cars. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Full of women. Just following us back to the room. They following Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Back to his hotel room. Mm-hmm. It's about to go down. You know what I mean?
How old was you at this time?
I think I was about maybe 19.
Man, can you imagine being 19?
19, 20 years old. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like you said, pulled up to the hotel and seen two white boys wearing this nigga out in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? And they with their wives, but they drunk. And at the time, we don't know they cops. Pac don't know they cops. It's just two white boys beating a nigga's ass.
So Pac grabbed the strap.
Well, it didn't go there right away. It was a verbal confrontation at first. You know what I'm saying? Pac, definitely hopped out and let him know his displeasure with what he was saying. And the white boys turned around and was like, nigga, you better get out of here for you next type. Mm-hmm. Pac was like, what? Nigga, thug life, and pulled his shirt up like thug life, and the cop pulled a gun out on him. You know what I'm saying? While Pac standing there with his shirt up. And he didn't bow, he didn't move, he didn't flinch. Mm-hmm. And in the South, they not used to seeing that. Mm-hmm. They had never seen a nigga like that before, who was like, shoot. That's exact words, was shoot. And so they didn't shoot, but they did break his window on his brand new BMW he had just got. He had bought a brand new 750. You know what I mean? And that was his first day driving that car. He had bought it and didn't get a chance to drive it. So he was hot. You know what I mean? He asked for the strap, and he got the strap. And when he got his strap, they turned around and ran. Cause come to find out, their guns wasn't even loaded. You know what I'm saying? And so they turned around and ran from a nigga with a gun, and Pac got on one knee and shot 3 times. Bop, 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 while they was running.
Shot him in the ass.
Shot
Yeah,
2 of them.
You like that,
I
huh,
like
Steve?
that.
He like
Them
that.
old evil ass white people,
You
man.
see him.
Yeah, one in the ass
Evil
and
ass
one in the
pretty
like a
side. I
mother-
think in the side, like
That's
that.
good though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pop was a good shot.
That just tickles his fancy
I just
right
picture
now.
the homie just getting down on one knee just like this. Pop, 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 pop. And they just falling down the street right there thinking, oh, we should have never messed with that Negro.
But they were so far in the distance, we didn't even know that he hit him.
That nigga still.
Oh,
We
so
didn't
he
even
had
know
a
that
good aim on him,
Yeah, he had a good aim. And actually, it's funny because his cousin was like, nigga, you ain't hit him. Pop was like, I guarantee you I hit him. He was like, you ain't that good, nigga.
And when
You
did
ain't hit
y'all,
him.
like when did the police and stuff come about all that?
Well, we went upstairs and we was kicking it, smoking, and actually he had just recorded Dear Mama. And
Is that right?
he was like, I just did this song. This gonna change the game. He just knew Dear Mama was out of here. You know what I mean? And he sat up there and performed it for a room full of chicks for like an hour. He just kept doing it over and over again. Just kept doing it over and over again. And then I forgot who it was, but somebody said, man, it's a bunch of police outside. You know what I'm saying? He just knew what it was, you know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, you know what I mean? Everybody got to get out. You know, we huddled up, knew what was about to happen. You know what I mean? And the rest is history.
And they took him in that night.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's superhero. You know what I'm saying?
superhero
You know,
to
somebody like just imagine if somebody would have busted in when they were doing all that to that sister, and you just see the body cam footage, the one dude get knocked out, the other dude get through the wall. You think that shit is hard right there.
Still
Pac was really,
damn
you know, he was really doing that, and it's like when you was with him a little kid, how did you get linked up with him? Because you was a young dude.
I mean, our families knew each other before we both was here. You know, my aunt, my dad actually and his aunt went to school together. And that's how the whole thing started, from that right there.
Okay, because you just got swooped up then into a
Yeah, I
whirlwind.
mean, we just was always around each other. You know how black people are. You know, you might not be blood related, but y'all cousins.
Definitely.
We just grew up like that.
For sure, man, for sure. And did you at any point, man, think that, because you know, like how you just kicking it with the homie, that's the homie. You never see them really as a superstar. You know they doing their thing and getting it like this, but did you ever think that he would be immortalized and romanticized in the manner that he is?
Hell yeah, because he would say it all the time. You know what I mean? He'll look at you and be like, you know I'm a living legend, right? We be like, come on, man. Am I trying to hit it?
That's what I'm saying, because it's just a homie. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, Pac was always, you know, some people just always got some people just got a light to him. You know what I mean? And even as us little kids, you know, a couple of other members of the Outlaws like Gaddafi, who's resting in peace, Castro, who's his first cousin, you know, it was us four, and we was always around each other as little dudes, and Pac was the oldest, and he was always, you know, the one who had a plan. You know what I'm saying? When we trying to figure out what we gonna eat for the day, Pac had the plan. You know, and he would be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here and we're gonna do this, boom, 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 boom. And so it was just a natural progression to when he became, you know, famous and got his record deal and started acting. It was just the same like when we was kids, and it really wasn't that much time difference. You know what I'm saying? From the time when we was trying to figure out what we was gonna eat to the time where, you know, now everybody know who Tupac is.
That's crazy. So obviously, man, you got a lot of history and legacy behind you, man, as far as your own musical journey, right? Did you want to continue on rapping and stuff after what happened to Pac? I know you had to go through some kind of depression.
Well, you know, when we didn't have a word for it back then, you know.
Right.
One of Pac's most famous lines was, I smoke a blunt to take the pain out, and if I wasn't high, I probably tried. We just kept getting high. We just got more high. You know what I'm saying? After we lost him, we lost Gaddafi. You know, we started losing other people in our families. We just got more high. We're gonna make more records, and we just gonna, you know, continue on for them. It's never was an option of stopping. That was never, you know what I mean? That was never an option for us.
Yeah, because I think, man, after a while, we just get numb to death.
100%.
Yeah, when you see it a lot,
You know,
I mean, you still accept it. It still hits you in a peculiar way. And of course you're gonna be saddened and but when you see it so much, man, you learn how to take that punch and basically like, yeah, nigga, I took it. Now what? Because you've seen it so much, man. A lot of people pass, and especially when it's close to home.
Yeah, when it's close to home, and
It's one homie after another, and then after another, and then the way we live it, man. You sometimes you accept it,
100%.
You feel me? You accept the fact that this what we doing. This ain't guaranteed, especially when you have confrontations and situations with other motherfuckers. You really have to look at it like it is what it is sometimes.
yeah, and being especially in the situation that you is,
I think it really with people when you naive to death. You feel me? When you naive and you thinking shit like, oh, my nigga gonna be here forever, or when this motherfuckers that will have hidden agendas, man, and you never know. You can't be naive to it, and especially being rich and famous. You get me? It's crazy motherfuckers out here. You get me? Who are just obsessed with people in a situation where they might even want to take you out or kill you.
Yeah.
So if you have grown up in the type of lifestyle, I don't give a hood shit, hip hop. We've seen niggas die in hip hop, just like we see niggas die on the corner from the hood. You get me? Niggas pull drive-bys. That's what happens.